The best part of the game was the passing in the first half. It was as good as I've seen it in quite some time. Interior passing, and it all stems from Chris Jones's play. He kept getting the rebounds and the missed shots and making great passes. I thought he was brilliant tonight, and obviously we were physically overmatching them, so it's tough to tell a lot of good things because we physically overmatched them. But the passing in the first half was brilliant and really pleasing to watch.
Is that about as good as your team can play in a game like this?
Like I said, the passing was great, and the unselfishness and the team play and the execution. But, we're physically much better basketball team with our size.
Is Jalen catching up quicker than you thought he would?
Absolutely not. I thought he was lost tonight. I don't know why you'd say that. Yeah, I thought he was completely lost tonight. You liked the way he played tonight?
Well, he's getting a lot more minutes for a guy who...
Yeah, but did you like the way he played? We're up 60. Forget about the minutes.
I thought he was okay.
Thought he was okay. All right. I'll give you the okay. I'm not sure. I don't think he's in shape, to be honest with you. And I think that's why Rozier and Chris and Montrez they're just in unbelievable shape. I don't think he's in shape.
Did you know that Nanu could pass like that, had vision like that?
Yes.
And where did you first see that, and how rare is that for a big man?
Kevin Keats told me when he was recruiting him, he said, Coach, now this guy can really pass the basketball. He's got a good feel for the game. And I said, really, with that body? He said, yes, he's really a good passer. And he is. Great interior passer, really sees it very well.
He got his first double-double tonight. Can you kind of speak on where his progression's going?
Well, we had a very brief conversation today, and I said, son, look, I'm going to tell you the way it is. We're going to play a bearer schedule, and we wanted to play you 12 or 16 minutes this year and bring you along slowly and get you ready by sophomore year, and I don't have that luxury. I need you to be a killer out there, and I need you to do it now, even though, I've got to have you become a big-time player in your freshman year. And I thought tonight, from an effort standpoint, he was a big-time player, even though he overmatched his opponent. I thought the way he played the game was great.
What does he need to work on next?
I'm sorry?
What does he need to work on next?
I just think just getting the feel for the college game and playing. I think he's a very good passer. He came in here in absurd shape. You all watched him in that, whatever that thing's called, Derby Classic, and he wasn't in good. So he got in good shape. He's very strong. He knows the game mentally. He understands the game. He's like Montrez. A lot of times some people ask me, what's the best part about Montrez, obviously, besides his motor? Montrez is very, very intelligent. Luke Hancock intelligent on the basketball court, really understands the game. And he understands the game.
You talked earlier today about Montrez's jump shot and the progress. How much do you want him shooting in close games?
I think after movement, it's good. I just want to see him on the break get some post-up plays. I think he's taking away a little bit too much the strength of his game. But I think after movement, going from inside to outside is fine. But going from outside and then inside is no good. I think he's got to work inside to out. And, like tonight, he didn't get any post-up tonight on the break. And I think that's a strength of his. And I'd like to see him get, 6-8 points a game just on easy baskets.
There's a couple games that Chris didn't shoot it well last year. He didn't do the other things well. Is that the difference maybe?
I think Chris was brilliant the other night. I thought he was great tonight. I think everything you see happening is Chris Jones making it happen. He's playing like a true point guard. And I thought his play in the first half was outstanding. Sometimes statistics don't. You wake up tomorrow morning if you weren't at the game, and without question, he was the best player on the floor tonight.
Is anyone outside that core of 5-6 guys that you know what you're going to get from starting to show you anything? Is it still too early?
I think Shinanu's shown me something. I don't think Honest just I think he's got skills. I just don't think he understands how hard we play. I think it's so foreign to him. He never played with this level of intensity, and it's, even though he's highly intelligent, it's very difficult for him to get that. It's just going to take some time. Gorky was the same way.
What do you think it is about Chris that makes him so good at getting steals?
Well, I really think the quickness factor really helped him this year. He gotten so much quicker with his hands, quicker with his feet. I think he's emotionally, I want to say this the right way, becoming a man. I think that there were a lot of times where he didn't act like a man. Chris has got a beautiful smile, a great personality, great leader, and there are times in junior college where, in high school, that he didn't act emotionally mature. I think he's really maturing as a man, and that's great to see. As well as on the court, it's great to see how emotionally he's changing.
Coach, you said earlier in the exhibition season you wanted Wayne to be more Chicago tough. Had 9 rebounds out there tonight, had a couple of nice spin moves. Is that something you?
Yeah, the best part was his passing. You know, I was joking around. I'll walk through today, and I said, get to the corner. Wayne will get his first assist. And he took it personally tonight, and he made 4 or 5 terrific passes. I thought Wayne was great tonight. I really did. I thought he played a total game. He rebounded, he passed, he shot, he made a big-time dunk. I mean, that's about as high as I've seen him jump. So I think Wayne was great tonight.
Coach,
So, yeah, go right ahead.
earlier today you said,
Where are you? I'm sorry. Okay.
right back there. You said you learned something about your team versus every opponent you played. What'd you learn about your team today?
You know, this is a tough. When you have a lead, it's a tough thing to play. You change your style. You get everybody minutes. You just try to stay away from injuries. I think they were very focused to come out and play basketball. They knew this team lost by 25 the other night. They didn't even think about that. They just went out there and said, we're Louisville on the front. We're going to play like a Louisville basketball team, and they took care of business. And that's very pleasing for a coach to do that, to see that.
Talked about the bear of the schedule. The ACC's off to a phenomenal start. Your win over Minnesota, Miami beat Florida tonight.
Really?
Can you talk about the ACC's pretty incredible start?
Well, I would say that Miami win is very obviously very good, and our win over Minnesota was very good. But if you're talking about, you know, Duke's win over Presbyterian, I don't.
The league started 15-0, and you know,
Okay.
some bigger games already.
Okay. Well, you know it better than me, Howie. I'll defer to you on that one.
Can you talk to the strength of the league this year?
I want to see some more games. Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Had you planned on putting Mott's in, or what's the thinking about getting him a few minutes here or there, or just?
I thought he did a good job, Mats. You mean about redshirting him? You're thinking of? Is that what you're? I'm probably not going to redshirt anybody. I'm going to just let it play out. I want everybody to compete and everybody. I think sometimes you redshirt guys for certain reasons when you know they're going to be a great basketball player. You just know it. And I'm not saying they're not going to be great players, but you got, like, I thought Nazir Mohammed was going to be a great basketball player, you know, in time. I know. So right now, I'm dealing with 2 guys that don't understand. I keep saying the word culture. They don't understand the culture of Louisville. Now, Mach gets it a lot more than Honest does in terms of playing hard. He doesn't have Honest's skill level. If Honest would play as hard as Mats with his skills, we'd have ourselves a really good player this year, but it's going to take time. And Gorky did not have it as a freshman.
Anything else, Coach?
I want to reiterate one more time about our recruiting class, how excited I am about these 3 recruits. For some who weren't there today, I think this is a really special class. It needs to be, because we're going to lose 4 potentially great basketball players, but those 3 guys are, I am just so excited about all 3 players. We're pumped up about these guys, and I think they're going to be impact players as freshmen. Thank you.